Good Wednesday to you all. I am Ryan and this is Michigan Storm Chasers. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. If this is your first time watching, feel free to hit the subscribe button. We do content like this for Michigan weather 24/7, 365. If there's something to talk about, we're going to be on here talking about it. So feel free to stay tuned in here to MSC. Today's video, we're going to focus in on the next week or so. Cold temperatures and snow chances highlight the forecast for the next 10 days. Let's go ahead and dive in, but before we start, let's kick it to Chandler with today's sponsor.
Today's daily video sponsor is American Arbor. American Arbor joined the Michigan Storm Chasers partnership team in 2025. They're based in Three Rivers, Michigan. Their team has provided quality tree services to property owners all across Southwest Michigan. They offer tree removal services, tree trimming, tree health care, and stump grinding and more. There's almost no tree service that American Arbor can't provide. Their contact information will be linked in the video description down below, and you can visit their website at americanarbor.net, or you can call their office at 269-244-8524. And be sure to tell them that Michigan Storm Chaser sent you. Back to you, Ryan.
Thank you, Chandler, for that. Let's dive into the forecast, starting with temperatures. I'm going to go ahead and hit play on this map here. U.S. temps. We're going to start seeing that cold air from Canada start to dive into our neck of the woods here. And by the time we get to Wednesday into Thursday morning, really cold air is sitting over us here in the Great Lakes region. And that's not going to go anywhere anytime soon. We're having a lot of reinforcement of this cold air that comes and keeps streaming down from Canada, keeping us nice and chilly for this time of the year. We are in the early part of December, almost to astronomical winter, but not quite there just yet. So putting it all on a graph here, we're going to see a trend, honestly. Next 15 days of temperatures, we're seeing 30s, and that's about it. I want to highlight, though, the blue bars at the bottom. This is your low temperatures. Check out the next 5 to 7 days here. We're seeing low temps very close to the 0 mark. This is based out of Lansing. And I want to highlight that as well, because if we were to go further north up into the UP, we're going to see a much different story here with temperatures as low as in the negatives. So overall takeaway, next 5 to 10 days is going to be cold. Now, jumping into the snow chance of the forecast here, we are seeing several Alberta Clipper-like systems. They're called that because they come and originate from Alberta, Canada. They come streaming down from the northwest to the southeast, and they dump, inch, maybe 3 or 4 inches of snow at most at any given time. When we go ahead and play this model through the next 7 to 10 days, we're going to see system today could bring some light snowfall, especially lake effect in nature. But then we look for Friday. A system passes off both to our north for the UP potentially, but also to our south down in the Ohio River Valley. But as we move this into next week, again, active pattern continues with these Clipper systems. What those are going to do, though, is they're going to start reinforcing that cold air and it's going to basically bring it down with it as it comes into our neck of the woods. But also with these systems, it turns our winds out of the northwest, so lake effect snow could be ramping up here for several days over the next 7 to 10 days here for western lower, northern lower, and parts of the UP. But overall active pattern continues here. We do have a little bit of some warmer air being shown toward that middle month time frame, but confidence in that just yet is not overly supportive. We are still seeing shots of that colder air from Canada. So putting it all together here, next 6 to 10 days per the CPC, we are in below average probabilities for temperatures, but we're also in above average probabilities for precipitation. And that is because the active pattern for the northern U.S. continues to dominate. The 8 to 14 day, much of the same. We are close to near normal up in the UP there, but still looking below average for our temperatures. Precip stays above normal for the northern U.S. And then, as I said, lake effect snow is looking to be a concern with these Clipper systems bringing in a quick 1 to 3 inches at times, but the winds behind it are going to turn favorable over the warm lake waters for lake effect snow for all the UP and parts of western and northern lower Michigan. So putting it all together here, cold? Yes, we are in winter. It is expected. Lake effect snow will be dominating, off and on chances for light accumulations across the state. We can't get specific where and when just yet, but the overall pattern here remains active into early and mid-December. That's your forecast, guys. Overall, next couple of days, expect cold temperatures. One thing I'll touch on very briefly to wrap up the video is wind chills. I want to talk about this before, but I forgot. Let's dive into the regional view here for wind chills because it's about to get cold. So, our body perceives the actual temperature, or not actual, the body perceives temperatures a bit differently than actual temperatures. So it's going to feel like very cold. So here comes the Arctic air from Canada. This is Wednesday night. Check out right here. We're going to pause it Thursday early morning here. The entire UP below zero with wind chills. We're looking at close to negative 15 or so at the bottommost temperature here. But those do stream somewhat into the lower peninsula. But luckily, Lake Michigan here protects a lot of us here from the Arctic, very cold air. But still, the UP, northern lower, and also portions of the LP are still going to be very close to zero, if not below zero. We're seeing temperatures here 2, 3, 5. Like, it's still quite cold for the wind chills, but it's still not going to be below zero because of that Lake Michigan effect. That will continue. Here's Thursday night. The UP is just going to be dominating cold here. By Thursday night, though, check out what happens in the LP. We're below zero now for our wind chills for a good chunk of us here. That continues into the day on Friday, and then by Friday night into Saturday morning, we're warming up just a bit. 18 for the wind chills, kind of warm, yeah, I guess. But overall pattern here is just going to continue to blast us with these Arctic temperatures, and by next week, we're right back below zero with our wind chills for portions of the state. So overall takeaway here, cold, below zero wind chills, and shots of snow. Nothing major unless you're in lake effect belts, but it's worth keeping a close eye on as we move into the middle of December. That's the video, guys. I am Ryan signing off. We'll catch you guys later for another update video here at Michigan Storm Chasers.